We are now going to do the final test of N64 gears versus Kitsch. So these are just Kitsch gears that I've been using. So this is a controller that normally I would replace the stick. It's flopping around all over the place. So this time we will be replacing the whole entire bowl and the stick with a new stick and testing out these two gears to see which one finally is the better gears. Oh yeah. As you can tell, this is definitely an original N64 stick. With all that wonderful dust. Pop the original. So we will be getting rid of the two original gears, the bowl and the stick. We're going to clean this up and use the new bowl and stick right here. This is from Kitsch. And let's go ahead and do it. Let's grab some isopropyl alcohol and just clean her up. Okay. That's the new bowl. Let's go ahead and put the gears on. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start off with N64 gears right here. Go ahead. Grab set. Grab some of my Super Lube multi-purpose synthetic grease. This is part number 21030. Just do a nice liberal amount at the bottoms. Make sure it doesn't wear out as much. Let's put it together. I just want to double check this stick, because to be honest, the wear is not too bad, but give it the best shot it has to being the best N64 replacement ever. Yep. Okay. Put that guy back in like so. Okay. Interesting. The up and down's not too bad. The left and right's pretty loose. But it's better than it was. It's not shaking. It's sticking. Let's double check to make sure that's in there properly. All right. So the first thing I notice is if I screw it in all the way, kind of snug, it kind of gets stuck. It's almost like it doesn't fit in. Left and right's not too bad. It's up and down. Interesting. If I loosen it up, it's not too bad. See if I can figure out why it's doing that. So, up and down. No. Try to bend it away a little bit. Try to get it to move a little bit better. Maybe it's the bottom. It's having issues. Let's try it again. It also might be because this is, you know, a new like bowl and brand new stick. It's not all the way down all the way, but left and right. Yeah, left and right's a little loose. Up and down's fine. It's pretty tight. But that's the same one that's kind of getting stuck almost. Just tighten it a little bit more. Okay. Well, there is N64 gears. Like I said, the left and right is a little loose. The up and down feels pretty good. Let's try Kitsch's in here. So this is their gears. Swap this one out. Okay. Swap the big one. Just making sure the bowl's sitting properly. Let's flip this around. Let's see what we got. So I just tightened it all the way. There's no gap. It has to be the bowl or the stick. You notice it's getting stuck. Interesting. It's almost binding inside the plastic for both of them. Which I don't like. That means it's not properly shutting and causing if there's some gap issues. Now the up and down's a little looser in the Kitsch, same as left and right. So what I'm actually going to do, because I really don't like the way this is improperly sitting on this original controller housing, I'm going to go back to the original stick and the original bowl. I'll clean it out, put some grease in it, and test the gears in those and see what I think, because I don't like that it's not shutting properly. I should be able to just shut this as normal, no issues, and it shouldn't be binding and causing the stick to not come back. So let's do that. Yeah, that's super weird. I don't like that it's binding. So we'll keep that in there. We're just going to, no, actually we're going to replace the stick. With original stick, original. The only thing we're changing is going to be the gears. So this is going to be Kitsch. So let's clean this out. Lots of dust. Never been really cleaned out. Let's put the gears in there. That one's spinning nicely. This one's binding, so there it goes. Maybe it was the gears binding on. Maybe. Because look how smooth those kind of spin. That's really nice. I like that. This one's still binding a little bit. And I tried this on the Kitsch and kind of relaxed the gears. So I'm going to try the Kitsch again. Look to see if there's any potential clearance issues. Looks the same. They feel about the same. About the same size. Okay. Maybe it was the gears. So let's go ahead and swap it back out. So we'll take the original off and try this one again. So look at, all right, so let's bend that out. Interesting, it does not want to spin freely at all. It's very, very tight. Which these things kind of need to spin fairly loosely because the gears, the more resistance, the more work the controller needs to do. Yeah, that's... I don't know what's going on, but it just definitely is not fitting like I'm used to. Which I don't like. It's in there properly, it's just... It's like it's binding in this hole compared to the original. Now again, this thing has been worn in, but look at that thing spin. I'm wondering if these holes right here aren't super clean, or the spacing on them's a little bit different. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the original. I don't like that bowl. I just do not like that bowl. I know you guys wanted me to replace the bowl, but I don't think it's good. I personally would not buy that bowl. I would stick with the original bowl. Maybe the stick's not too bad, but yeah. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Love that. Okay. So that means less resistance on the gears to move freely and better. I will go ahead and use the new stick and see if that makes a difference. Maybe that's what's causing the bind, is the stick. But we've got the new stick. So from Kitsch, the new stick, we got Kitsch's gears. We got the original box. Let's put some grease in there. Nice little bit. Put the gear in. Alright, let's go ahead and put the screw in. I want to see this thing just tighten up. There you go. Yeah. It's about what it was before, even with the new stick. Feels okay. Let's go ahead and try N64 gears. See if it makes a difference. So again, we got the original all original pretty much in here. We're going to leave the stick, see if I like it, and then put N64 gears in here. Okay. We'll add a little more grease just in case. No. I don't want any dirt in there. Okay. Sticks a little bit tighter. But the one thing I know is I can feel it. Get to like right here. You hear the... It's like it's almost like skipping or binding again. It's right... It's only on that top right corner. It's like binding. Interesting. I want to get rid of this stick, and I want to see how it feels. Original stick. We still have N64 gears in here. Okay. Let's see if it binds. No binding. That's about the same movement left to right. Up and down feels good. Interesting that now the left and right are kind of loose. Okay. So the left and right would be this little one right up here. All right, let's switch the gears. Kitsch. I'm going to leave the same amount of grease in here. I'm not even going to mess around with it. It's normally what I would do is just put a little bit of grease so it's nice and... All right. So again, original everything but gears at this point. This is going to be Kitsch. Let's tighten it down. There it goes. The up and down's a little looser. Yeah, the up and down was better on the N64 gears. The left and right's about the same. All right. There we go. This is my opinion. To be honest, I wouldn't replace the bowls or the sticks on the N64 controllers with Kitsch. I don't believe these are worth the money. They're kind of expensive, and I personally think the wear on these sticks help that bowl move a little bit freer, even though it's worn down. You know, that just means it's not as tall. But personally, I think it just moves a lot smoother because it's been worn out. Movement-wise, for both of them, the Kitsch is pretty much just like it was before. There's a little movement up and down, a little movement right and left. It's weird to me that this one up and down was doing better, so that would mean that this one was fitting a little bit better and doesn't have a lot of play and movement in the middle of this, where the left and right was pretty much the same thing. So it had a little play in the movement. I'm going to conclude this. I wouldn't replace your stick or your bowl. I would get some grease just to help it a little bit. You really don't need to. Just clean it out. And replace it with... I'm going to go back to Kitsch. And here's why. At this point, these ones, the inconsistency kind of scares me, where even last time it was looser, it wasn't looser. I don't know what that means. Does that mean that their spacing between each other are different? Maybe the moldings are a little bit different. Maybe the plastic has issues with it. Don't know. But they both will work. But for the price is where it'll get me. This is definitely more expensive. The N64 gears are more expensive. I mean, it'll work. It's way better than the original, all busted up. Movement-wise, it's 10 times better. But when you're doing multiple sticks and multiple controllers, if you can get pretty much the same amount of movement, but save you a tremendous more amount of money because you get more for the value, I'd have to say that Kitsch is better. N64 gears also is a different plastic. They actually stated that in their review they did. I don't think it really matters about the plastic. I was having binding issues with the Kitsch's bowl and binding issues with the control stick in both scenarios. I don't think these are worth the money at all. I wouldn't pay for them. I would just use the original sticks. I would replace the gears. And I would go with Kitsch's because I can get more for the amount of money. So even if, let's say, geez, I don't know, 6 months down the line that this finally wears out with Kitsch's, the great thing is I literally get 2 to 3 different pairs for the same price as I get this. Now, maybe this lasts, let's say, a year. I still have 3 pairs to 2 pairs. I I'll just go with the amount I can get. And most of the time, I wouldn't replace the bowl. I wouldn't replace the stick. I would just use the same stick, clean it out, replace the gears. And I still would have to go with Kitsch. The movement-wise was inconsistent with N64 gears. The up and down was tighter, for sure. Left and right was about the same on the N64 gears. This has just been consistent. It's about the same movement, but again, it's better. It's practically as good as I'm okay with it when it comes to N64 gear or controllers. I'm not. These are for customers to use and essentially play with. They're going to beat them up anyways, and luckily, because I can get a lot more gears, I can replace a lot more sticks, where these ones are a little more expensive for me. So conclusion wise, is this better than this? I think for the price, no, I don't think it is. Maybe in the next year, my opinion changes because I start getting N64 gear, the controllers that I sold that start wearing out. But until that happens, maybe in 3 months, maybe these start breaking apart like quicker than N64 gears. And then I can consider maybe the value of these guys being better. But for right now, I can only conclude price, performance is pretty much the close enough to be in the same. I mean, the gears and the stick made it worse. I'm gonna be honest. This right here made it worse than just keeping the original stick and bowl. Like, don't change the stick and bowl. And if you are just needing to replace gears on loose stuff, like Kitsch is just cheaper. So I'll actually be ordering more Kitsch. I still have plenty of N64 gears. I mean, push comes to shove, if I run out of these, I could just use these. But I probably will not be ordering these guys again. My honest opinion on the gears for the N64 stick. If there's anyone else that comes along that wants to do more, or I can get myself a steel stick to start testing it. The steel stick is probably more closer to personal use than it would be for practical use or use in general for customers, unless they wanted to mod their sticks. And to get them right now, a steel stick is almost impossible unless you want to pay a ridiculous amount online, which I would tell you not to, because most of us aren't pro N64 players. We're just there to play. So as long as the stick doesn't wobble and bounces back, most customers do not care. In my business right now, when we want to replace sticks for N64, we're just going to use Kitsch's gear. And I showed you guys before, I have a metric ton of original N64 sticks because I replaced the sticks in the first place. So I got a bunch to replace. All of these in here are original sticks that need new sticks. They're all like original sticks that I used to replace the N64 sticks. So in general, these sticks are like dead. They're DOA. So I think I'll order more and I'll just start replacing these sticks with gears. And so if I need a new stick, I'll just replace the whole stick itself. So I'll have a whole backup of N64 sticks ready to go. So I definitely need to buy and order more of these to start replacing that whole entire tub full of them. To be frank with you guys, these are their prices on their website for single set gears. 4 gears, they sell them for $3.99 per gear. $2.80 for the price of 2 gears, $99 for the price of 1. 30 cents more, I can have 3 for the price of 1. I mean, it's okay. Right now, we just looked up N64 gear set. Buy now. Let's go. Lowest cost first. $5.97. Don't buy them from eBay. That's way too expensive for one set. Looking on Amazon, I can't just find the gears at all. just looking up N64 gears. Let's try another search parameter. I mean, N64 gears, I mean, I'm on the third, fourth page. That's the whole thing I've found so far. Those are third-party controllers. So we're on the third page. I don't see any gears. Maybe I'll look up controller gears. Still nothing. Amazon's not an option. So again, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna go to Kitsch. I'm gonna probably order. Geez, let's count how many of these sticks I have in here. Oh, that one's empty. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think that's all of them. So 10. I'll just order 20 sets. So $28 plus shipping and tax. So that should get me a whole bunch of new controllers, so I don't have to buy new ones, and I'll just replace the old ones. And then when I run out, I'll just change the gears and all the old ones again, and then I got a bunch of sticks. So I more like don't want to pay shipping. It's like $6, which is weird because I can ship a video game for like $4, but I also get discounts on eBay and stuff. So, but the grand total $6 for shipping plus 28 or 20 gears is going to cost me $34. With shipping, you're looking to pay about $1.70 per stick. So again, most likely you still have to pay shipping on N64 gears as well. So it's still cheaper. I'll stick to my original thought on this, that Kitsch is just cheaper. And when you're doing multiple and you'll pretty much get the same results on fraction of the margins, you got to start thinking about costs. And no offense, Kitsch is just cheaper. You get more for your value. That's where I will stick. Now, maybe down the line, if N64 gears start selling them for cheaper, I could see that. But right now, I don't think they're worth it. Not for the price. So that's my opinion. That's what I'm going to be doing for the remainder of the time until something else comes up. Or maybe you guys let me know in the comments below what gears you'd recommend me trying, if anything, like eBay gears or anything. But for right now, I'm very happy with Kitsch's. I'm just going to order more from them. I'm going to use them for my business for repairs. So I got to get to work. So thank you guys for watching this episode of Versus, I guess. Maybe I'll start a Versus channel where I essentially take two different companies' products, test them out to see which one I think is better, judge them based on value and cost and what I personally think it's worth.